that on social media, that's almost like you looking for attention for to keep your name as an artist in the media, to keep them talking about you, because these artists always seem like they do stuff like this when they got something they promoting. And that's the knock that I have on what T.I. did. And another thing, far as people was getting all mad about Lil Wayne saying that, I think we as people need to stop putting so much, like so much concern into these celebrities. Like, you support them, y'all support these jokers, and they just rich fucking assholes. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them is not intelligent as far as on certain levels. They just got money, and they're actually pushed in certain directions to do certain things behind the scenes.
Well, even more, they don't care about us. I mean, I know that's hard for certain people to understand, but they don't care about us. They are businessmen, they are entertainers, and they have way more things that they're focused on that has nothing to do really with our community and our advancing other people. Case in point, you have all of these black millionaires that are athletes and entertainers, okay, that have, billions of dollars. Because now that's where we at. It's billions of dollars between the highest level of black celebrity. We still don't have any major banks. We don't have any insurance companies. We don't have any huge real estate trusts. We don't even have any other countries. Why is Liberia still the only free country that was made by free slaves in Africa? Why are there no other islands? Like Kevin Hart made the joke about Ludacris and the actor over in Mekhi Phifer and them about buying an island. Hold on, why is that a joke? Why wouldn't they all buy an island that is owned by us, or at least owned by the native people, but backed by us? Okay, so that we can own the resorts, so that we can own the exportation of the agriculture, of the seafood, the fruit, any precious metals they got there. God forbid you find oil. Like, why is that a foreign concept? But yet you go to all the Caribbean countries, it's owned by British, it's owned by French, it's owned by Swiss people, and they own all the economy. Why are we not doing that? Why? Because they don't really care about us. So we put all this stock into them, we bigging them up, we spending all our money on them, and they could care less about us. None of the money's going back to us. And if it does, it's minimal. It's little stuff that, just for the TVs. Now, I don't know what everybody's doing, but the truth is, if I don't see it, I don't really care either, because of the fact that when you can promote the image of buffoonery, you should be equally vigilant in promoting the image of giving back. Because people always like to say, well, don't let your left hand know what the right hand's doing. You don't know what we doing in secret. Well, I don't care. It needs to be on TV. Yeah. Because when I see you on TV shooting guns and having our sisters with their ass shaking all night, and the gold and the cars and the big house, I need other images to show the opposite part. Yeah. I need our young brothers to see the opposite part, which is you giving back major money, which is why, I got some issues kind of with LeBron, but I at least appreciate what he does, because he makes it known what he's doing on a high level.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree. There's something else I want to add to that, which what you were saying, like, these rich black celebrities don't care and we support them. But also, a lot of them, they scared. And what I mean they scared is they get financed by some white gazillionaire, and they done got all these endorsement deals, and then they fear of, oh shit, if I give back to my black people, I'm going to lose this one endorsement deal or this deal, this and that. And that's a problem too. You know what I'm saying? Them fearing the fact that they didn't, they was given a chance to become rich, off entertainment, and the white man did it, you know what I'm saying? And they fear if they give back that they gonna have all that taken away from them, which is crazy, because my thing is, once you become rich, you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get it twisted. They can take all that. They that's true.
Well, move.
But here's the thing.
Take your money and roll.
But that's the whole thing. It's power in numbers, and that's what the part that I keep preaching to people. Like take my profession in Philly. There's a handful of successful black attorneys that have their own businesses. If I had to guess, that's really making good money. I'm probably one of less than 20. It might be actually close to 10, but I'll say 20 because I didn't really dig in deep enough to see who was out there that we all are really making money. But I always say we need to get together because it's good we making money, but any one of us can get shut down tomorrow. And then the next year they could shut another one down. They could shut another one. And we look up 10 years from now, and it's only one or two of us left with a few new school cats. But again, we still not moving the needle. Okay? At the point to where 4, 5, 6 of us get together, okay, they could take one of us out, but it's still 4 of them, 5 of us on the team, and we can keep growing the team. That's how you make a change. That's how you make a difference. So I get it where they saying, I got endorsements, I got kids to feed, I got family, I got business, I got to do all that, and I may lose it, but first of all, if you lose it, then it was never yours anyway. I believe in that cliche. It's serious. What's yours is yours. Can't nobody take it. If you got a grind, if you got a talent, if you got a skill, nobody can stop that, okay? So whether or not you got to deal with Universal and they take it away from Universal, whether you go to Sony, if they take it from Sony and they boycott you, Sony, Universal, Disney, then you make your own. Yeah. That's the first problem. Why we keep going to everybody else to make money instead of making money amongst ourselves, okay? Yeah. The Arab nations make money amongst themselves. It's called OPEC. And then Europe and America has to figure a way to get in there, okay? The African nations, the one that are together, or at least we're trying to make money on their own, change their own currency. And then, you saw what happened to a couple of their leaders. The Asian countries, China is killing it. Why? Because they got, 5 billion people that support themselves. The same thing with Japan. Same thing with North Korea. Say what you want about Kim Jong-un, but clearly he got a lock on that economy and what they're doing. Castro been in power since before you and I were here, and his brother might be in power, but by the time we leave, we keep running to everybody else to get validation, whether it's in school, whether it's in money, whether it's in religion, politics, all them things, instead of looking at the fact that us together as a minority, and I'm talking about black, Hispanic, Latino, all that, us together, because we all the same, come from the same place, we become the majority and we change the economics. Because, all right, say what you want about Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, everything else. America is a republic. It's a republic that is moved by capitalism. We will change nothing until we take the capitalism structure into our own hands. Instead of being consumers, we need to be buyers. We need to be owners. We need to be lenders. We need to be creators. And until we stop all that, we're never going to be able to do anything. When you look at history of this world, African nations is what brought this concept in terms of sharing, in terms of through the community growth, progress. That's why Egypt, Kemet, and even the Moor movement ruled for so long and did so well. Because of those theories, it was only until the growth of Rome and the invasion of Rome and Greece and all those different ideals, then republics started to come into place and then taking rule out of the people, taking the control and the money and the sharing out of the people. Okay, so naturally we're built for that. But the whole way this country has brainwashed us is, I gotta get mine. The crabs in the barrel, let me get out and then forget about you, as opposed to understanding our natural instinct is about community. It's about oneness in terms of all of us, family, taking care of one another. That's why when you look at other minority nations that are represented in this country, That's what they do. That's why they survive. That's why all these Asian communities are thriving in major cities. That's why I say what you want about Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and Dominicans. That's why within their family structure, they're still thriving. Now, they struggle from some of the same discrimination in terms of, mass incarceration and drugs and broken families. But when you take a step back and look at it on a micro scale, they still have some of the most basic fundamental things of family and unity that we're lacking. And that's what we got to get back to. If we get back to those things, then it won't matter that somehow the quote-unquote white man can take your money, can take your endorsement, because you won't need it. We should be endorsing our own people. We should be supporting our own people. And then guess what? You can say what you want. You can do what you want. People take little things and question, why do I do what I do and say what I say? Because I say I don't have no silent partners. And if somebody want to take what I got away, fine. I'm going to figure something else out in this next. So that's why I can be outspoken. That's one of the reasons why I went out on myself, because I couldn't stand working for people and not having a voice, not saying no. I'm not representing this jackass. I'm not taking this shady case. I'm not messing around with these fools, okay? Being as though I'm the one in charge now, just like you brought up. Now I can say, nope, I don't want that money. I don't want that case. I don't want to deal with this issue because it's about me. And guess what? My people support. That's the most blessed thing about my business. My people support me. If you go look at my caseload, 90% of them are African Americans. Now, how many people can say that?
Let the people know what cases you take.
So I primarily do personal injury cases. So your typical accident, slip and fall. And for all the jokesters, no, I don't chase ambulances. I chase Brinks trucks. That's where the money at. And the insurance company's money is the Brinks truck. So that's where it's at. But I also do a little bit of family law. I do some criminal defense, but that's mainly through one of the attorneys that work for me, the same as the family. So in terms of through my firm, I like to tell people more often than not, call me, okay? Because if I don't handle it personally or one of my attorneys doesn't handle it personally, I have enough connections to find the right person for you, because I also pride myself on making sure that I just don't tell you no or send you down the river. I want to make sure I send you to another attorney who I can vouch for, sign up on, because I want to make sure that you get the best representation possible. One of the problems that happens still in our community is that our people don't get proper representation across the board. So I'm talking about what I do, which is personal injury, but they also get shady attorneys, like you said, that represent them in criminal matters who only want them to plead out, or family matters only want to ride the hourly cost up. I have attorneys that will help you out with a will, because black folks stay dying, not changing the name on the deed for 50 years and wondering why they can't get a home equity loan or get the gas or the taxes situation out. So whatever the case may be, I'll always say call me. You can call me at 267-225-5442. That's Bailey and Associates. I'm down at 15th and Walnut. The building that's right on the corner across from Verizon on the 8th floor.
Yep, and that's in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, Center City. And Belly and Associates, you on all social media platforms except Snapchat, right?
I'm not on Snapchat. I have a love-hate relationship with social media. But my name is on Facebook, Gary Bailey. If you pull me up, you'll see the 1984 Olympics avatar with Timmy Harris sticking his hand up with the black power fist. On Instagram, I'm G.B.ESQ, and on Twitter, GB_ESQ. So you can find me if you want to see me. I'm around. None of my stuff is really private, and who I am on social media is who I am in real life. No front, no faking.
Yeah, I hope y'all listeners out there taking in this G knowledge that he just kicked. You know what I'm saying? That's a play on words if you get it. But he kicked a lot of knowledge. And I hope y'all was following it. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, this good brother is an inspiration to many. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop glorifying motherfuckers who go to jail and glorifying these drug dealers who ain't doing shit. It's one thing to glorify a drug dealer who actually did something for his fucking hood. I could actually respect that. You know what I'm saying? who did something for his hood and then turned around and said enough with the drug dealing and started creating jobs. You know what I'm saying? We glorifying fucking violence and idiots. You know what I'm saying? That shit needs to just stop. You know what I mean? But this is
here's the thing, man, which I try to keep telling